Here's a little video of our backyard garden. We have 6 raised garden beds that you can see, and I'm going to point out what's going on. And then we've got sweet potatoes and sweet potatoes. I've got some tomatoes growing in this one with some marigolds at each corner. And then right here I've got butternut squash that I decided to start kind of late in the season, so we'll have to see what happens on those. I've got a bunch of carrots going on, and actually behind it is leeks, and they already kind of sprouted with some flowers on them, so I'm kind of waiting to get the seeds off those so I can replant. And then I was going to do some stuff with this bed that I haven't quite done yet. These are onions growing, and then in these little trays right here were some pepper plants that I had so many peppers that I planted in my front yard, because I've got another garden area that I'll show you that I didn't even need. I didn't even need these. I really didn't. I got a ton. So right over here is our cucumber patch. Tons of cucumbers, and as you can tell, I actually picked 65 cucumbers. You can hardly see them, but here they are. There's a pile, a pile, a pile, and a pile. 65 cucumbers. There's garlic back there, and then I've also got broccoli and cauliflower growing right with this, and they grow great together. So just FYI, if you're going to be growing some cucumbers, grow it with broccoli, cauliflower, and garlic. Somehow, all those plants together are doing fantastic. And then I kind of had left about a 3-foot gap, but because things grow like vines, they, you know, intertwine with each other already. We've got spaghetti squash right in the middle. And then from there, we've got some yellow squash plants. And then starting back here, I've got pumpkins coming around the corner. This is all pumpkin plants, different varieties. And then I've got a, you know, you can kind of see a rock. And then I didn't plant anything for a bit. And about right here where this tree is, I started some watermelon going that direction and over. So we've got kind of some watermelon going on right back there. These are just some strawberries that are growing right here on the edge. And then these were supposed to be acorn squash, but what's interesting is I got the seeds from the store and yellow squash is popping up from them. So, hey, whatever. I do like acorn squash, but maybe I'll just have to buy some this year, since the ones I bought from the store, the seed packet, did not come out as acorn squash, which is interesting. And then also, I wound up having some space right here. So I wound up planting two different varieties of cantaloupe, but they're both cantaloupe. So so I kind of kept my cantaloupe. I wanted to keep it far enough away from what's going on with the squash stuff, so that there wasn't like a cross-pollination and I'd have these weird cantaloupe squash things growing up. I don't want to eat that. So we've got a bunch of cantaloupe plants happening right here, which are awesome. So, you know, kind of look at your yard. And this is just, you know, like bark dusted areas that, you know, we thought we were just going to use these garden beds, but I had so many other seeds and stuff I wanted to do that we wound up kind of just placing things around our yard in other locations. And we still have a bunch of like grass area for our kids and stuff for them to play on and stuff. So anyway, just kind of look at your yard a little differently. And if you have any like bark dust areas like we do, just kind of dig it out. You don't have to dig the whole thing and till the whole thing up. I just basically dug a little hole and put some seeds in the ground. Dug another little hole, amended the soil a little bit, put some seeds in the ground. I didn't dig up and take a tiller to the whole entire thing, you know, to plant my garden, because honestly, that would probably have weeds everywhere. And I'm also very selective on how I water. I don't water everything, so I don't put a sprinkler on, because I would have weeds all over the place. And I do have, I mean, you can see there's a couple, but hardly any. There's really not that many weeds. I keep my water right along where I planted those seeds, so it's basically where the root system's at for the plants, and that's what it is. And I try not to water the leaves, so I just get right in there with the hose and I just do it, and I can actually go really quick because I don't have a lot of time. I've got 3 kids, so I got to make it fast. And then I can go over here and just water right along the, because I kept everything almost in a row, so I could just kind of like water in a row and water in a row and then keep it over there. And then with these, I'll bring in the hose really quick too and just kind of selective water, because we already have a sprinkler system that does our grass, and so I don't have to water those strawberries. They get watered, but because we have a sprinkler system, we do wind up getting weeds around our other bushes and shrubs and plants, which, you know, we have to take care of. So anyway, just wanted to show you a quick video of the backyard garden.